Good day again, my wonderful and beloved listeners. I come to you today again with the news. The news headline: Panic as suspected ESN gunmen attack Ipob police station with explosive. The news in full. There was tension in Imo State on Tuesday as gunmen suspected to be members of the Eastern Security Network (ESN), a militant wing of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra (Ipob), attacked Njaba police station in Njaba local government area with improvised explosive devices (IEDs). The state police public relations officer Matthew Abatam, however, stated that the police were able to repel the hoodlums who he said abandoned their vehicles and fled into the Njaba forest with gunshot injuries. He said the command has combed the Njaba forest in search of the wounded hoodlums. He said, and I quote, "Unfortunately for them, the hoodlums ran into the detachment of the army at Njaba Bridge, who engaged them in another gun battle. During the exchange of gunfire, the hoodlums suffered huge casualties, which made them scampered for safety, running into the bush and abandoned their operation vehicle," he said. Consequently, an aggressive combing of the bush manhunt for the hoodlums is ongoing to recover more arms and to arrest the fleeing suspects, since they cannot move far because of the bloodstained trails seen in the vehicle and on the ground in the bushes. However, at the scene, one pump action gun abandoned by one of the injured hoodlums was discovered, and the Sienna vehicle used and abandoned was towed into the station for further investigation. The police in Imo State said they repelled an attack of Njaba police station in the state by gunmen on Tuesday. State Commissioner of Police CP Rabiu Hussaini told newsmen at Owerri that the gunmen came about 1:40 a.m. in the midnight. He said men of the division and the command tactical team stopped the gunmen from gaining entrance into the station and burning it. According to him, the gunmen were given a hot chase, resulting in inflicting serious injuries on them and recovery of arms. Sequel to the modified and robust strategies emplaced by the command under the watch of the indefatigable Commissioner of Police Imo State Command CP Rabiu Hussaini PSC, to checkmate all criminal activities within the state, especially attacks on the police stations. The strategies yield results when, on 1st, 3rd, 2020, at about 1:40 a.m. in the morning, gunmen suspected to be members of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra / the Eastern Security Network came in their numbers through improvised explosive devices (IEDs) and shooting attempts to gain entrance into the station, but were repelled by the ever-gallant divisional police officer and his men, supported by some of the command's tactical teams. The police operatives of the division, who positioned themselves strategically and professionally, engaged the hoodlums in a gun duel, and in process they were suppressed, having suffered a huge defeat with a number of sustaining various degrees of bullet wounds. They retreated, running towards the Njaba Bridge in a Sienna vehicle, and were given a hot chase by the police operative. He said, unfortunately for the hoodlums, they ran into the detachment of an army at Njaba Bridge, who engaged them in another gun battle. During the exchange of gunfire, the hoodlums suffered huge casualties, which made them scampered for safety, running into the bush and abandoning their operational vehicle. Consequently, an aggressive combing of the bush manhunt for the hoodlums is ongoing to recover more arms and to arrest the fleeing suspects, since they cannot move far because of the blood-stained trails seen in the vehicle and on the ground in the bushes. However, they said at the scene, one pump-action gun abandoned by one of the injured hoodlums was recovered, and the Sienna vehicle, which was used and abandoned, was towed into the station for further investigation. Meanwhile, in the course of attack, due to the gallantry professionalism exhibited by the police operative, no life was lost, No armed ammunition was scattered away. The building of the police station remained intact, apart from the minor damages to the perimeter wall fence. The Commissioner of Police, CP Rabiu Hussein, commended the officers and men for their gallantry and urged them not to relent in their efforts until all criminal elements and their partners are apprehended and made to face the wrath of the law, the full wrath of the law. He then appealed to the Imolites for the continuous support and collaboration by giving security agencies, especially the police, credible and timely information, and to report any person seen treating bullet wound or hiding within the community to the nearest police station for prompt action, is stated. Scores of gunmen were made yesterday as bandits engaged police and army officer in a gun duel during an attack at Njaba police station in Imo State. The bandits had attempted to gain entrance with improvised explosive devices (IED), but were later repelled. Confirming the attack in a statement yesterday, spokesperson for Imo State Police Command, Michael Abatam, said battle-ready police officers on sighting the bandits gave them a chase before soldiers around the area joined them, leading to an exchange of gunshots between the hoodlums and the security operatives. According to him, no life was lost at the incident as the hoodlums ran away with injuries, while some abandoned arms were recovered. He said that the police operatives of the division, who positioned themselves strategically and professionally and engaged the hoodlums in the gun duel, and in the process they were suppressed. He also said, having suffered a huge defeat with a number of them sustaining bullet wounds, they retreated and ran into towards the Njaba bridge in a Sienna vehicle as operatives gave them a hot chips. They also made it known to us that, unfortunately for them, the hoodlums ran into a detachment of army officers at Njaba bridge who engaged them in another gun battle. During the exchange of gunfire, the hoodlums suffered casualties, which made them scamper and run into a Sienna vehicle for safety. They also made it known that at the scene, a pump-action gun was abandoned by one of the injured hoodlums and was recovered, and the Sienna vehicle, which was used to operate, was towed into the station for further investigation. The Commissioner of Police, Rabiu Hussein, commended the officers and men for gallantry and urged them to not relent in their efforts until the criminal elements and their partners are apprehended and made to face the full wrath of the law. The spokesperson applauded the Imo indigenes and residents for their continuous support and collaboration in giving security agencies, especially the police, credible and timely information. He urged them to report any person seen treating bullet wounds or hiding within the community to the nearest police station for prompt action.